All right, 2006 Toyota Sienna, and you have no idea what you're doing, which is why you're on YouTube just like I am, still am, and trying to figure out how to take out this freaking CV axle, and you're getting mad and angry because everyone and their uncle is saying how easy this thing is to take out, and apparently not. So, number one, I put in this axle seal a few days ago, and then I realized it's leaking. Okay, so if you're ever going and you're replacing the CV axle, replace the oil seal that goes with it. It is not worth the trouble to do this twice, trust me. Okay, this is an aftermarket CV axle, and then the reason why, or this is a AutoZone, the reason why is because the axle that I took out, I try to follow the car care nuts advice, but then when I took out the CV axle, I realized how there's no markings on it at all. So how do I know that it's even a Toyota OEM axle? So I just took it out, and then I think the new axle, this is November 2024, it cost me $129, lifetime warranty. So that's why I decided to go with, okay? But, okay, so now going back, how did I take out the CV axle? So let me show you, okay? First thing I did was I had to separate this piece right here, the seal protector. Okay, so I had to take out that piece, okay? And the way that I did that was I used a chisel. So this is a really small chisel, but you could see, and then what I did was I went underneath of the car, and then I had the radiator clamp on here, and I went in between the radiator clamp and the protector. Okay, turned it a couple times, pried it. I never hit it or anything. Did that a few times and it popped right out. And I've already looked at it. I'm not seeing any damage. But then once I did that, now I had some room to go ahead and do a slide hammer. Okay, so just to kind of show you what I did right there, slide hammer attachment. Okay, this is for a bearing puller. And then I just used one and I put it out, and then I put the radiator clamp over that to hold it in place. And I'll just show you so you can kind of see the angle that I'm at. So I held it like right about here, and I gave it one pop, came right out, okay? Now the thing is that when I did it, what I found was, and maybe this is just in my head, I loosened this up, had the CV axle just draped, ball joint is loose, okay, ball joint's not even connected, but what was happening was I felt that the CV axle was just kind of draping down. So I put it back in place, and this kind of held it more horizontal, somewhat in line. And so I did that, then I removed that oil seal protector, then I put on the radiator clamp, then I did the slide hammer, and it popped right out, okay? And I tried to pry this thing every which way I got. So this is one thing where I would say the car care nut, yeah, well, you got to have a certain touch for some things. And removing the CV axle with the pry bars, see, like even right there, I put a piece of wood right there because I was trying to pry. It's impossible, man. So point of it is replace the oil seal and be careful because that's the spring off of the oil seal. So apparently I did do it wrong the first time when I put it back in. I would just say replace the oil seal. And that's one thing I would definitely disagree with the car care nut. And then also, before you go into replacing this, rebuilding the CV axle and just changing the boots like he suggests, make sure you actually have a Toyota OEM axle. Otherwise, you may just be rebuilding a piece of crap, okay? I really hope this helps you. This has taken me 2 hours just to get to this point. All right, have a good day.